Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nithai Gauranga ki jai, Sri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naisthiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, The Advent of Lord Krishna, Introduction. Text 23. Please repeat. Vasudeva Grihe Sakshad Bhagavan Purushah Paraha Janishyate Tat Priyardham Sambhavantu Surastriyaha. Please repeat. Vasudeva Grihe. In the house of Vasudeva, who would be the father of Krishna when the Lord appeared? Sakshat, personally, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has full potency, Purushaha, the original person, Paraha, who is transcendental, Janishyate, will appear, Tat Priyardham, and for his satisfaction, Sambhavantu, should take birth, Surastriyaha, all the wives of the demigods. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as the son of Vasudeva. Therefore, all the wives of the demigods should also appear in order to satisfy him. Please repeat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who has full potency, will personally appear as the son of Vasudeva. Therefore, all the wives of the demigods should also appear in order to satisfy him. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita 4.9, the Lord says, Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. After giving up the material body, the devotee of the Lord returns home back to Godhead. This means that the devotee is first transferred to the particular universe where the Lord is at that time staying to exhibit his pastimes. There are innumerable universes, and the Lord is appearing in one of these universes at every moment. Therefore, his pastimes are called Nitya Leela, eternal pastimes. The Lord's appearance as a child in the house of Devaki takes place continuously in one universe after another. Therefore, the devotee is first transferred to that particular universe where the pastimes of the Lord are current. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, even if a devotee does not complete the course of devotional service, he enjoys the happiness of the heavenly planets, where the most pious people dwell, and then takes birth in the house of a Suchi or Shriman, a pious Brahmana or a wealthy Vaishya. Suchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Vijayate. Thus, a pure devotee, even if unable to execute devotional service completely, is transferred to the upper planetary system, where pious people reside. From there, if his devotional service is complete, such a devotee is transferred to the place where the Lord's pastimes are going on. Herein it is said, Sambhavantu Surastriyaha. Surastri, the women of the heavenly planets, were thus ordered to appear in the Yadu dynasty in Vrindavana to enrich the pastimes of Lord Krishna. These Surastri, when further trained to live with Krishna, would be transferred to the original Goloka Vrindavana. During Lord Krishna's pastimes within this world, the Surastri were to appear in different ways in different families to give pleasure to the Lord, just so that they would be fully trained before going to the eternal Goloka Vrindavana. With the association of Lord Krishna, either at Dwarakapuri, Mathurapuri or Vrindavana, they would certainly return home back to Godhead. Among the Surastri, the women of the heavenly planets, there are many devotees, such as the mother of the Upendra incarnation of Krishna. It was such devoted women who were called for in this connection. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So who is speaking this verse? Lord Brahma is speaking. So what is he saying? Vasudeva Grihe. Grihe means in the house. In the house of whom? Vasudeva. Or to Vasudeva, it also means. Accepting Vasudeva as the father. Vasudeva Grihe, who is going to appear? Sakshat Bhagavan. Directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who is said to be Purushaha Paraha, who is transcendental, who is full of potencies. So that Sakshat Bhagavan Krishna, who is Purusha Paraha, is going to appear in Vasudeva Grihe, to Vasudeva. Janishyate, he will appear. And Tat Priyardham, for his pleasure, Tat Priyardham, what you should do? Surastriyaha Sambhavantu. All these wives of the demigods, Surastriyaha, they should appear in various ways to assist Krishna in his pastimes. So Vasudeva Grihe, Sakshat Bhagavan Purushah Paraha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, he appears as he is in a devotee family, taking a devotee as a father. Sometimes these Gnanis, they say the Supreme Absolute Truth is impersonal. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one time he was given a class, like you were all sitting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also made to sit and was given a class. By whom? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He said, "No, you are a sannyasi, you are very young, you don't know the intricacies of Brahman, I'm going to teach you." So he gave a half an hour Bhagavatam class. How long did he take? 7 days he was made to sit and hear about Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra is Vyasadeva's explanation of his own Vedic literature. So now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya spoke for 7 days. So at the end of the class, usually you ask some questions, or in the middle when we seek. So how many questions Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked? He was silently sitting and hearing everything. And at the end, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya became surprised. Either you understood everything or you don't accept anything. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to speak. And he said, actually the Vedanta Sutra is just like the sunlight. It's fully effulgent. And your explanations are like the cloud that is covering the natural exhibition of the effulgence of the sunlight. You're trying to make Krishna, the Supreme Absolute Truth, you're trying to cover the personality of Krishna with your mental concoctions. But Vyasadeva, when he wrote, it was clear. So there he mentioned something very interesting. He says, these Upanishads, they specifically, sometimes in some verses, they hide the personality of Godhead with using the words aparnipadam, like that. Why? Just to denote that the Supreme Lord is not like us. He does not have hands and legs like us. His limbs are not like us. Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. So for lack of expression in material words, they explain, oh, the Supreme Absolute Truth does not have hands and legs. It doesn't mean he doesn't have. It means the nature of his hands and legs and limbs are completely different. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, these Upanishads, because they are not, or they are going to explain in this way, in certain verses, the Puranas explain the actual meaning of the Upanishads. They expand and explain the complete actual original meaning. And then he quotes this verse from Lord Brahma, which typifies, which substantiates what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. So Lord Brahma, when he was bewildered by Krishna's Leela, Brahma Vimohan Leela, at the end he starts to offer different prayers to Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes one of these prayers to explain that this Brahman actually means the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the person. So he says, Aho bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajaukasam Yanmitram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Purnam Brahma is Krishna. Purnam Brahma Sanatanam is Krishna. He appeared as the son of Nanda. Just imagine the fortune of this Nanda and all these cowherd people of Vrindavana. Vrajaukasam. Aho bhagyam Nanda Gopa Vrajaukasam. Whose friend, Yanmitram, is Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam, Lord Krishna, who is Parabrahman. So in other words, Krishna appears in the house of Nanda Maharaj, in the family of Vasudeva, in the family of Yadu dynasty, because Krishna chooses specific devotees. That Supreme Brahman, personality of Godhead Krishna, this is a special prerogative given to devotees. So Vasudeva is in one such category. Vasudeva Grihe Sakshat Bhagavan Purushah Paraha Janishyate. The word Janishyate is used. What is Janma? Janma means we take birth from the womb of a mother. Is Krishna's Janma also like that? So Krishna's birth is not like that. That is why he does not take birth, he appears. Janishyate, Prabhupada translates as he will appear. What does Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita? Prabhupada also quotes in this. Janma karma chame divyam evam yovetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Who can say the meaning of this? Very nice. So one should understand that Krishna's Janma, Karma, Krishna's activities, his birth, they are all transcendental, not like ordinary. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again, when he is participating in Radha Yatra, so how many groups he would make for Kirtan? 7 groups he would make. And they would all sing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would sometimes sing and would sometimes offer these prayers to Jagannath. So in this Radha Yatra time, he picked out one prayer that comes at the end of the 10th canto. 10th canto, 90th chapter, last but 2 verse. It is glorifying Krishna. There is a reason why I am picking that verse, because I'll tell you why this word is used, Janishyate. So that sloka is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is reciting, Jayati jana nivaso devaki janmavado yaduvara parishad svayirdorbhir asyanna dharmam sthirachara vrujina griha susmita shri mukhena vrajapura vanitanam vardhayan kamadevam. So he says, Jayati jananivaso devaki janmavado. It's a very interesting usage, Sukadeva Goswami. Vada means what? It is said, or somebody says like that. Vada. So, Jayati Jananivaso Devaki Janmavado. It is said that he is Devaki Janma. He takes birth from Devaki. It is said only. You understand the meaning of that? Devaki Janmavadaha. People say that he has taken birth from Devaki. But actually, is it so? No, he is Jananivasa. Jayati Jananivasa. What is Jananivasa? Jananivasa means Nivasa in Jana. He resides in the hearts of all living entities. He is the Paramatma in everyone's heart, all pervading Paramatma. It is only said, he is actually there in the heart of everyone, but it is said that he takes birth. Devaki Janmavado. But Prabhupada brings out another very interesting meaning. What the devotees take. So it is said that Devaki Janmavada, people say he is born to Devaki, but actually the fact is, Krishna is not Devaki's son, he is Yashoda's son. It is only said that Devaki Janmavada. Why Krishna is Yashoda's son? Because Yashoda and Nanda truly enjoyed the childhood pastimes of Krishna. And even Vasudeva accepted that you are actually the parents of Krishna. Well, Yashoda is the actual mother of Krishna. When they all went to Kurukshetra, when Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj meet, he says, Devaki Janmavada. He said like that, but actually you are, Krishna is the son of you. So, Janishyate Tat Priyardham. So, Krishna will appear in the house of Vasudeva, and for his pleasure, Tat Priyardham, you should do this. So, this is important. Tat Priyardham means for his satisfaction, for his pleasure. The whole Krishna consciousness movement is based on this word. How is it? Tat Priyardham? Huh? Sorry? For his satisfaction. Our whole movement is exactly opposite of the whole material movement, which is for our satisfaction. Whereas Krishna consciousness movement is Tat Priyardham, for Krishna's satisfaction. So, the social media, there's advantage and disadvantage. All kinds of people keep adding you to different groups, WhatsApp groups. So, I was added to one group. I won't even tell the name, some crazy name. So, they keep calling me for get-togethers and all of that. So, my batchmates. So, yesterday some people came to Bay Area and they said, okay, let's all meet at this place. Again, some nasty place. They said the plan is to start meeting at 7 o'clock and stay through the night until they close. And you know what all happens there. And then they sent some pictures at the end of morning I saw. Late night they sent some pictures with all unmentionable things and people posing with all that and eating nonsense and all of that. And some of these people, I know them. They call, every time I reject, and they keep criticizing, oh, this guy never comes, he's completely lost, and all that. But I was actually thinking, these people, couple of verses came to my mind. Dehinosmin yadha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara. They were all young and energetic when we were studying, and now they're all like, hair becoming grey and tummies, and people are all looking old and all of that. But still they want to pose with whatever. So when I spoke to one of them some time ago, hey, what do you do going there? We don't do nothing. We just pose for a photo, and none of them drink, none of them eat anything. They all have so much of a restriction. So the thing is, they want to just pose as if they are happy. Actually, nobody can be happy in this world as long as they are trying to seek sense gratification. You cannot have sense gratification the way you want, because you know that You will be diseased. You have to be on limit. If sense gratification is really the platform of pleasure, why can't you have unlimitedly? Why there is a limit? Why you have to be compromised? When eating, you have to watch out. When drinking, you have to watch out. While doing anything, you have to watch out. This is not the platform of pleasure. The platform of pleasure is Krishna consciousness. That's a different platform altogether. Athavasya padam bhoja makaranda liham. It is said that if one has truly tasted the makaranda of Krishna's lotus feet, padam bhoja makaranda liham satam, kimanyai rasadalapai ayusho yadasadvyayaha. They will not take part in any of these unnecessary, wasteful activities which is going to uselessly waste our life. That is the nature of the happiness of. This is a simple thing that people don't get. The real happiness for a tree is to water the root and not individual parts. You don't try to squeeze satisfaction for your senses. When you give satisfaction to Krishna, that's the real happiness you get. Tat priyardham. You render service to Krishna. So there's this one old man, somebody told me, he's going viral nowadays. Maybe you have not heard, very soon you will hear, or may not. So this man, he has done his graduation in IIT, undergrad, IIT Delhi. He has done his master's and PhD in Houston, some university. And he has, PhD means very knowledgeable, and he's got a good job, but he went back to IIT Delhi, worked as a professor for many years, but none of them gave him satisfaction. So he gave up everything. You know that person? Tea? No. Yeah. So he went to some remote tribal place in Madhya Pradesh, and he's helping those people. He's helping nature. He has so far planted 50,000 some such trees. And every day he would take his bicycle. The only things he has in possession is a bicycle and some kurtas like that. And then he's all alone. He's like beard and all of that. He would go like 50, 60 kilometers every day distributing the seeds to plant and helping these tribal people, helping the nature. So people are calling, oh, he's taken to his true calling, and none of that satisfied him. Only this satisfied him. So like that he's making waves. So the point is that you try to squeeze sense gratification, it will never make you happy. Kamadinam katina katita palita durnidesha. The classic example Prabhupada gives is in Western countries, why old men wearing all jazzy clothes, they are still visiting nightclubs. That means they were never satiated. They are never having enough satisfaction. So people are frustrated as long as they look for sense gratification and they try to serve others. They have to come to the platform of serving somebody. But until you come to the platform of serving Krishna, you keep trying, serving. Bahunam janmanam ante gnanavan mam prapadyate. So at least this person has realized that serving myself, gratifying myself is not making me happy. I have to serve somebody. So he has to go even higher, further up to serve Krishna. So this is tat priyardham. Sambhavantu surastriyaha. See the import. He didn't mention suras, you go take birth. Surastriyaha first he said. See the importance of these women. Sometimes people pick out some controversial statements in our Bhagavatam and they make headlines. See, Krishna consciousness, the Hare Krishnas, they are so conservative. They say that women are this, that. But actually, in our movement, see, the women are given the highest seat. In Goloka, you see, in everywhere nowadays, every temple, it's run by the women. The highest seat, the position is given to the gopis. Rupa Goswami mentions this shloka in Nectar of Instruction. Last but one shloka. Anyone remembers that? It comes to the Radha Kund in the end. But there is a sequence, the position of various devotees. That is the before verse. Vaikuntha Janito Vara Madhupuri. That is explaining the position of different abodes of the Lord. Vaikuntha, and then Madhupuri, then Vrindavana, and then after Vrindavana is what? Govardhana, and then Radhakunda. That is the situation, the position of the various abodes. But within the living entities, Rupa Goswami compares this living entity is higher than this. This living entity is higher than this. This like that. That is the next verse. So there he says, Karmibhyaha parito hare priyataya vyaktim yayur gnaninaha. So there are karmis. Karmis means those who are fruitive workers. So Prabhupada includes the vikarmis also inside that. So those who are trying to extract sense gratification, they are vikarmis. And karmis means who seek sense gratification but by doing some kind of a ritual, fruitive activity. So, karmibhyaha paritohare priyataya vyaktim yayur gnaninaha. Among these karmis, one person will become a gnani, like this person who has given up this. And so among gnanis, vimukta bhakti parama, who has become vimukta by taking bhakti, he is highest. That means we start, when we take to devotional service, the starting point itself is higher than gnani point. So karmi, gnani and bhakta. When we start, it is sadhaka bhakta. And then premaika nisthas tadha, the devotees who are in spontaneous love of Krishna. So there is karmi, so vikarmi, karmi, gnani, bhakta and premaika nishtha bhakta. And then Pashupala Pankaja Drishaha. That is this situation of the gopis. Even higher than this Premaika Nishtha Bhakta, the category of like Narada, the Kumaras, this kind of category, even higher than that is the gopis. That is the position given to so-called women, ordinary women. And then higher than that is Radharani. Yes, higher than that is Radharani. And Radharani and Radhakunda are equivalent. So why gopis are given that highest seat? What is the reason? Selfless service. What are the reasons? Why gopis are given, placed in that high position? Always remembering Krishna, selfless service. So Prabhupada mentions, of all these devotees, the gopis are recognized as superior because they do not know anything other than satisfying Krishna. So why? Because they do not know anything other than satisfying Krishna. Nor do the gopis expect any return from Krishna. So they do not know anything other than satisfying Krishna, nor they do not expect anything in return from Krishna. Indeed, sometimes Krishna puts them into extreme suffering by separating himself from them. Nonetheless, they cannot forget Krishna. So not that, oh, now I have become devotee, oh what, Krishna is not giving me happiness. For all that I have done, When Krishna left Vrindavana for Mathura, the gopis became most dejected and spent the rest of their lives simply crying in separation from Krishna. This means that in one sense, they were never actually separated from Krishna. So this is the position of the gopis. So Krishna is saying, or Brahma is saying, the Surastriyaha should go and all the exalted devotees like whom? Who is the example mentioned here? Madhura, Upendra, Aditi, the category of those people should go and take birth to associate with Krishna. That means all the associates of Krishna are not ordinary people. Similarly, all the associates of Gauranga, are they ordinary people? So what does Narottam Das Thakur say? We usually don't sing this song. It's a very beautiful song. Gaurangera dhuti pada yara dhana sampada sejane bhakati rasasar. So in that third stanza he says like this about the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaurangera sangi gane nitya siddha kori mane se jaye brajendra sutapas. What does it mean by that? Gaurangera sangi gane nitya siddha kori mane. मान करो, मान लो. क्या मान लो? नित्य सिद्ध मान लो वो लोग. कौन लोग? गौरंगेरा संगीगणे नित्य सिद्ध कोरी माने. मान लो कि ये लोग नित्य सिद्ध है. गौरंगेरा संगीगणे नित्य सिद्ध कोरी माने से जाए व्रजेंद्र सुतपास. अगर मान लिया तो क्या होगा? से जाए, जाएगा. किधर जाएगा? व्रजेंद्र सुतपास. Who is व्रजेंद्र सुता? उनके पास जाएगा. So who will go to Krishna? One who considers, one who understands. It's very simple. If you understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates as Nitya Siddha, you will go to Krishna. Se jaye Vrajendra Sutapas Sri Gaura Mandala Bhumi Eba Jane Chintamani Tara Hoye Vraja Bhumi Vas. So what does it mean by that? Sri Gaura Mandala Bhumi Eba Jane Chintamani. Gaura Mandala Bhumi is what? So all this Navadvip area in West Bengal, Gaura Mandala. Eba Jane Chintamani. One who knows it as Chintamani Dham. Vrindavana Ramyasthan Divya Chintamani Dham. So that Chintamani Dham, that means one who understands that this Gaura Mandala Bhumi is not different from Chintamani Dham, Vrindavana. What happens to that person? Tara hoye Vraja Bhumi Vas. Vraja Bhumi Vas means he actually lives in Vrindavan. So there is no difference between Gaura Mandala Bhumi and Chintamani Dham. So the other important point, the most important point mentioned in the shloka is that these Surastri are taking birth to assist in Krishna's pastimes. So it is said that when one becomes perfect, before going back to Godhead, there is an intermediate stage, apprenticeship. What is that? Yes, they will be sent to a universe where Krishna is currently enacting his Bhaumi Leela. So only one universe? How many universes Krishna is enacting his Leela as we speak? Unlimited, innumerable, Prabhupada says. So is Janmashtami going on now in one universe? So now it is say 7:30 for example in the morning. So when we go to 8 o'clock, Will that 7:30 go to somebody else? Right? 7:30 is always there. It's happening in some place in this universe. Just like the sun is going, or actually sun is there, we are going and sun appears to be rising and setting. So Krishna is always there. Nitya Leela is enacting his pastimes, but it appears that he is getting born. So this Nitya Leela is happening eternally. So the Prabhupada one time mentioned, he got into a plane and they started in the morning. And it was a long journey, 12 hours or more than that. So Prabhupada said they could never see the night. Why? Huh? They're traveling along with the sun. So they could never see the night because they always traveled along with the sun. So what is that Prabhupada is trying to say? Correct. Krishna is ever existing. His Nitya Leela is always happening. As long as you are hooked on to Krishna's pastimes, you will never have to be in darkness. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya hai andhakar, yaha Krishna tahar maya nahi adhikar. So if you always keep yourself in touch with Krishna consciousness, then you will never come into Maya. So I'll stop here. Any other questions or comments? Yeah. No, any great devotee of the Lord will get to play his pa- part in Krishna's pastimes. It's not that because they are devotees of Krishna, great devotees of Krishna, they are given an opportunity to play part in Krishna. If they happen to be on earthly planet, they also would get the opportunity to play the part of Krishna's associates. Because Krishna's pure devotees, they are always said to be in Nitya Leela of Krishna. They don't need to be specifically playing a part. Like Narada Muni, he's always in transcendental realm. So he goes to wherever Lord Krishna's pastimes are happening. So for such people, there is no necessity to take part in Krishna's pastimes because they're always connected. But for great devotees, because typically great devotees, they get who have not become perfect, they will go to heavenly planets. So then Krishna comes, they are asked to come and take part. So if they are not become completely perfect, where they will end up, they'll go to heavenly planets, the devotees of the Lord. Hmm? Correct. Not without being perfect, when they are almost perfect, when they are about to be sent back to Godhead, now you take apprenticeship. So, yeah, devotees like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what here it said, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So here it is said, the question is, whoever gets the opportunity to come to Krishna's or Rama's pastimes from heavenly planets, will they go back to Godhead or will they go to heavenly planets again? So the answer is given here. So this The Surastri, when further trained to live with Krishna, so where is that Madhupuri and all that mentioned? I'm trying to find that. No, 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 no. There is Dwarakapuri. All these things are mentioned. Towards the end. With the association of Lord Krishna, either at Dwarakapuri, Mathurapuri, or Vrindavana, they would certainly return home back to Godhead. So the key point is with the association of Krishna. If they have right association, which they will most likely, they will certainly return home back to Godhead. So, and the category of people who come is that herein it is said, the women of the heavenly planets, pure devotee unable to execute devotion is transferred to upper planets. From there, if his devotional service is complete, such a devotee is transferred to the place where the Lord's pastimes are going on. So this not everybody from higher planets. If this devotional service is complete, such a devotee is transferred to the place where the Lord's pastimes are going on, and by the association of the Lord, they will go back to Godhead. So that's the idea. Now it's the Lord's prerogative. Even if somebody's devotional service is not complete, he may ask, everybody please come, this is a special offer going on. Krupa Siddhi. And if they take advantage of the Lord's association, they can go back. If they still have desires, they will again go to heavenly planets. Yeah, when they are in heavenly planets. Yeah. Correct. Correct. Yes. What it needs to be complete? No, they have to practice devotional service. If they continue to practice in heavenly planets, they will progress further from where they were before going. Yeah, so when they are eligible to be, to like yam yam vapi smaran bhavam, like you are coming to a stage where you are remembering Krishna at the time of death, that is the completion of. Either spontaneous or sadhaka, if you have completely remembering Krishna at the time of death, that is completion basically. I won't say attaining stage of prema also, because pure devotional service not necessarily means he has attained prema. Anyabhilashita shunyam gnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilanam. So Prabhupada said any sincere devotee trying to serve the spiritual master is a pure devotee actually. So if he has continued his service like that, he can go back to Godhead. Yeah, in heavenly planets, yeah, there is a lot of such opportunity. Not so that's why it's not very easy to practice Krishna consciousness in heavenly planets. Yes, correct. Yeah, correct. Most conducive opportunity. Yeah, yeah. Why Brahma is asking them to go? No, I didn't get the question. Yeah, karmana daivanetrana. If that is Brahma's order, it will be carried out. He's one of the greatest authorities in our. So you are saying, okay, could they have decided by themselves to go and take part, or because Lord Brahma is saying they are taking part? Ah, yeah, yeah. Obviously, you cannot decide on your own. It has to be authorized. It has to be authorized. Man proposes, God disposes. You may have desire, Krishna will decide, okay, whether you are eligible or not. But if Brahma decided, then Krishna will. Yeah, obviously, there may be people who will say, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. But final authority is given. Okay. They want to give up heavenly planets and go and take birth. That means they are really qualified. But to manage heavenly planets, some people are kept. Like we all went for some place, some people are kept to take care of temple. Yeah. For some time they will be absent from the heavenly planets. Yeah. But some pure devotees, they can expand. So they are there in that place, this place, like Prahlad Maharaj, it is said, he is there in spiritual world also, here also. So the devotee can expand like that, but not usually. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल.